Good morning. 6 o'clock. Just walking out of Cleghorn picnic area at Silverwood Lake, headed toward I-15, Cajon Pass. 14 miles and food. Well, about 50 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. This sort of foggy cloud stuff is starting to fill in again. Yesterday it finally cleared about 4 or 5, but it was cold. We had a fire in one of the barbecue pits. Anyway, had a good breakfast, good sleep, so should be ready for this little jaunt over the hill straight ahead and see what happens. All right, looking forward to another good day on trail. 7:10, and there's Silverwood Lake. Came up from there, up the valley and around. See the trail coming up here. This is the first of 3 hills on the way to I-15. This is the longest one, and now I'm about ready to drop down into this canyon and go around sort of to the left and sort of out of sight over sort of where that big cloud bank is, around to the left there. At which point I'll come up the second and the middle, slightly shorter up, and either traverse or drop down under these power lines, and then the final short up to the top of the drop down to I-15. Still, at that point, I would still be probably a couple miles away, but it's all downhill and you just wiggle your way down. So, a little cool. I think I'm going to take my rain jacket off and do a little wardrobe change. Should be a little warmer going down here. Okay, so feeling pretty good, and that was just a little over an hour to make that first up. A little after 9, and just about ready to top out on this last little up before the drop down into Cajon Pass. And just peeking up behind the clouds are the mountains. Baldy and Baden Powell's probably in the back. I can't see it, but that long ridge going up there is the ridge up to Wrightwood. Pretty sure. So anyway, looking forward to Cajon Pass and eating some more food. Oh boy. 9:40 on Sunday. I'm at the top of the drop, and we're dropping all the way down toward I-15 in that direction. So it's pretty much all downhill from here. Just wiggles around these ridges. Look at the erosion there, though. Eventually that's probably going to give away, but hopefully not today. This is a big pass for I-15, and you can hear and maybe see the trains over there. Anyway, looking good. Really feeling good too. So, feeding the body the right stuff, good things happen. Plan is to eat some food, get a bit of a charge, get my battery back up, get a couple of subways for tonight, tomorrow morning, and hike out over this first little ridge in front. I think it's about 4 miles to the Sort Out Cache, and spend the night there, so cut down the distance to Wrightwood tomorrow. Well, we'll see. It's 4:30 in the afternoon on Easter Sunday, and just leaving the Food Central up there, hit McDonald's, Del Taco, and Subway. So I'm ready to go, and I'm going to walk through this underpass here, that big dark tunnel, and do about 5 miles to a cache camp tonight. And temperature shows about 70, a little breezy, but still good. All right, here we go through the dark cavern, which is I-15. The I-15 freeway. Everybody's jammed up going back to LA, of course, so it feels kind of nice to be walking instead of in traffic. Let's see here. The tunnel curves around to the left, so you really can't see the opening, so you get in it a bit. Oh, it just came under the tunnel at I-15, and our friend the poodle dog bush. Here's you get a good idea of why it's called poodle dog. You can see the poodle dog type clipped tail of the mature plants, and the green ones are just getting going, and the brown ones may have been sprayed. Hard to say, but that's it. Don't touch unless you're sure you're not allergic. Some more here. And here we walk through another culvert under the railroad tracks. Eventually we bend around and we actually have to walk over the tracks. So I guess you have to look both ways. Anyway. Well, I've topped out on the climb out Cone Pass. Comparatively speaking, this little hill, it's a pretty good uphill. Anyway, I think the cache is up sort of where those little shiny things are, maybe where the bend of the road, somewhere up in there, and then the trail goes up into the canyon and starts wiggling back and forth in and out of the ridges all the way up to at least you can see the two bumps with the saddle in between. I don't know if it's quite that high, but it's definitely up. That'll be most of tomorrow, I suspect. It's not incredibly steep, it's just keeps going up. So, anyway, that's tomorrow. Sure glad I'm knocking out this 5 tonight. A little addendum to today. At the end, when we reached the Sort Out Cache, there was just slightly over 1 gallon remaining. I think Gut Hooks was showing as of yesterday over 20, and we were seeing a lot of hikers going southbound, so wondering if people were sort of doing the more downhill reverse route from Wrightwood to Cone Pass rather than to climb up the trail. But in any event, hikers both ways, and they pretty much drained the cache. There was just enough for us. So just be advised that these caches, especially as more people in the herd, the bubble approach, are going to get hit hard, and be very careful about relying on them, because depending on who's maintaining the cache, I don't know if they're on any particular schedule or not, but definitely buyer beware on these caches, because they, especially as the weather warms up, they're going to get drained. So when you're leaving Cajon Pass northbound, I would not rely on that cache unless gut hooks or somebody says there is a boatload of water there within a short time of when you're going to get there. All right, good luck.